Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. On matters of style, swim with the current. On matters of principle, stand like a rock. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. We in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. If a nation expects to be ignorant and free in a state of civilization, it expects what never was and never will be. There is nothing more unequal than the equal treatment of unequal people. The whole art of government consists in the art of being honest. All should be laid open to you without reserve, for there is not a truth existing which I fear, or would wish unknown to the whole world. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. The equal rights of man and the happiness of every individual are now acknowledged to be the only legitimate objects of government. I think one travels more usefully when they travel alone because they reflect more. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. I was bold in the pursuit of knowledge, never fearing to follow truth and reason to whatever results they led. Tyranny is defined as that which is legal for the government but illegal for the citizenry. How little do my countrymen know what precious blessings they are in possession of, and which no other people on earth enjoy. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. Every day is lost in which we do not learn something useful. Man has no nobler or more valuable possession than time. I never considered a difference of opinion in politics, in religion, in philosophy, as cause for withdrawing from a friend. Our liberty depends on the freedom of the press, and that cannot be limited without being lost. The will of the people is the only legitimate foundation of any government, and to protect its free expression should be our first object. I hold it that a little rebellion now and then is a good thing, and as necessary in the political world as storms in the physical. Peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none. I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. The natural progress of things is for liberty to yield and government to gain ground. He who permits himself to tell a lie once finds it much easier to do it the second time. Enlighten the people generally, and tyranny and oppressions of the body and mind will vanish like evil spirits at the dawn of day. Every human being must be viewed according to what it is good for not one of us, no, not one, is perfect. And were we to love none who had imperfection, this world would be a desert for our love. He who receives an idea from me receives instruction himself without lessening mine, as he who lights his taper at mine receives light without darkening me. Those who expect to be both ignorant and free expect what never was and never will be. When governments fear the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. We are not to expect to be translated from despotism to liberty in a featherbed. An honest man can feel no pleasure in the exercise of power over his fellow citizens. I do not take a single newspaper, nor read one a month, and I feel myself infinitely the happier for it. It is more dangerous that even a guilty person should be punished without the forms of law than that he should escape. Peace and friendship with all mankind is our wisest policy, and I wish we may be permitted to pursue it. In questions of power, let no more be heard of confidence in man, but bind him down from mischief by the chains of the Constitution.